Yeah, shout out to Liz.
I love you, Liz.
That's so funny. I got to remember to share this with Liz. I gotta get a copy of these videos and share them with Liz. She's gonna be so mad because she wanted so bad, desperately, to have a shout out to Liz when she was actually my student, and I think she'll think it's funny now that for the rest of this year, let's do shout outs to Liz. You know what I'm saying? To the homie. All right. So, all right, let's do some math though, you goofy goobers. So at the table below shows the population of the three largest countries in North America. Find the total population of these three countries. So now the population is the number of people. So if I say, and just so you could get an idea, in the United States, they have 3.1, but it's times 10 to the 8th. So I would, in order to find the actual number, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I would put the zeros in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's this number. 310 million people in the United States. That's a lot of people, right? So then what they want us to do is they want us to find the total. So we're going to add these up, okay? So let's do that. So this would be 3.1. The next one would be 3.38. And the next one would be 1.1. So the next step in scientific notation, this is what makes it easy. Notice that every power of 10 is 10 to the 8th. They all have the same power of 10. All right. So in this particular scenario, I've got 3.1 plus 3.38 plus 1.1. And let's fire up those handy dandy calculators and let's plug those in. Let me move my face over here, I suppose. So I'm going to say 3.1 plus 3.38 plus 1.1. So I get 7.58.
I knew that. Wow.
Settle down. Wait. Yeah. No, wait. Somehow. Oh, wait a second. We got to look at this carefully.
There's a different exponent.
So okay, this is interesting. Let me back up. The first thing I need to do is make sure they're all the same power of 10. Mr. Adams didn't read this carefully. This is 10 to the power of 8. 10 to the power of 8. What's this one? 7. So to write that as 10 to the power of 8, it's technically 0.338. Right? Will we write it that way? No, but this is how we do the math. So then that changes everything. So this one down here, I did what the kids do. Down here, what I would do is I would say 0.338. So now let's add those numbers up in the calculator. So move my face out of the way. And I'm just going to change this and say 0.338, right? Now I get the right answer, 4.538, right? 4.538. So this would be 4.538. Now, because they're all written to the power of 10, then I just put in the 4.538. Now, how could I verify that? Yeah, I could just add these up on my calculator and see if I get the same thing. So just take your calculator out, and this will do, you want to put it in parentheses. So if I say 3.1 times 10 to the power of 8, close parentheses, plus, oops. Let me delete that. Oops. Plus, and then the next one was 3.38 times 10 to the power of 7. You got to remember that when you do that superscript, when you go to raise it to a power, that you hit the right cursor to get out of superscript mode. Otherwise, it just keeps putting it in there. Plus, and then we had 1.1 times 10 to the power of 8. And then see this? See how this is up top here? Hit the right cursor, and then it brings it back down. Did some of you get stuck on that? And now when I hit enter, I should get that, right? And if I want to verify and see if I did it correctly, I could say 4.538 times 10 to the 8, which was technically the answer we got in our book. And that's correct. I know, it's impressive, isn't it? Well, it's true. I am smart. All right, so now it said write each number in standard notation. So I did the first one. It was 3, 1, followed by 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The other one was 3, 3, 8, but I needed to move it 7 spaces. So I'm going to think, only 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you are correct. It's only 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Mexico was 1, 1, right? 1.1. And then that was 10 spaces. Or I mean, not 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put my zeros for placeholders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Then do my little comma every 3 zeros. And then if I add these up, I would plug in 33,800,000. Running out of space. Plus 110 million. Which will give me 453,800,000. And then my final answer is just a 4.538. And so that's all. We're just verifying it another way. So a lot of times in math, especially in algebra and algebra 1 and algebra 1 and algebra 2, what we'll do is we'll do a problem one way, get an answer, then try to do the same problem a different way. And if you get the same answer, you probably have the right answer, right? So that's a way you could double check and verify things. Is there any questions on this? Okay. So what we're going to